What's going down, y'all? It's your boy Ray G, joined as always by my man Jay Rich, and this is the Dynasty Trade Show. We are going to take a look at some trades made by the Destination Devy patrons, patreon.com/allgas. Jay, we got a lot of trades, and I'm looking at one right now with Jamar Chase and a 101. So, I mean,
oh boy,
let's just get right to it, man. I appreciate everybody checking out this video. If you can, hit the thumbs up button, like the content, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think about these trades, and if you want to get your trades featured on the show, go down below, get it, let's go. Let's see what the patrons have done over this week. Jay, first one, we got Jamar. All right. One side of the trade, and do we have, let me see, is this, do we know what league this in? 12-team Superflex, 1 point per reception. 12-team Superflex, pretty standard. PPR league. Jamar Chase and the 404, or Brandon Ayuk, 101, and the 310. Jay, if I offered you the 101 and Brandon Ayuk for your Jamar Chase, what say you, my friend?
I'd probably say no, to be honest. I'd probably say no.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like a bad offer, though.
You don't think so?
I mean, you're getting Ayuk's probably what? A top 24 wide receiver?
Are you already starting this off saying that that's not bad? There's no doubt in my mind I'd rather have Jamar Chase over Brandon Ayuk in the 101, just from a value perspective.
I'm with you. So Brandon Ayuk is wide receiver 22, right? He's falling a little bit right now. Obviously, he's on a loaded offense. But again, it's like the idea of what is the correct price, right? You're giving Bijan Robinson, who's a top 15, probably even a top 12 startup pick right now. Could be RB1. So you're already starting RB1. So you're already starting at a very high point, and you're still getting a top 24 wide receiver. Again, what would you have to add to this to trade Chase? And for me, it's just Chase is one of those guys I'm just not trading. Like, unless you offer me another top 10 receiver and like 2 firsts, I'm probably just holding on to him. But this offer, in terms of just like what it looks like, you're still getting a player who's worth 4,500 on KTC. And, you know, Jamar Chase is obviously a player that's almost 10,000, but with that high first round pick, that's another 5,000 in value. So in terms of just like pure value on KTC, you're blowing it out of the water with Ayuk in that first. You're about 13,000 in terms of value. Jamar Chase is only 8,200 in value, right? So it's, again, but how much higher would you really have to go to trade Chase? Probably a lot. I wouldn't take the trade, but I don't think it's egregious to offer, you know, a top 12 player and a wide receiver too, with, I think, a decent amount of upside in Ayuk too.
Yeah, it's just the players are running back. And it's the players are running back, man. The players are running back. So
not good to be a running back these days.
This is a lineup league where you have to plug starters in. I just feel more confident plugging Jamar Chase in every single week. Some people you can argue this is an appropriate tier now. You tier down from Chase to Ayuk and pick up the 101.
Yeah.
For me, Jay, the way that I dynasty, I just would rather, I feel like I could sell Jamar Chase for a little bit more than that. And I would want I'd want a better wide receiver.
What if it was DK Metcalf?
Okay, I'm a little more interested. Give me another name.
So you're still not in. You want me to go higher?
I'm fine with that, but just go higher. Go a little higher than DK.
Smitty. Well, you'd be in if it was Smitty, because you love Smitty. Because then you're getting into, so Smitty is, like we talked about, because I mentioned this before the show, he's moving up, and he's wide receiver 10 right now.
Damn.
And then you got T. Higgins, who's right above him, wide receiver 9. Then you got Olave. Would you do Olave in the 101 for Chase?
Yeah.
A player I don't think you like as much, but maybe you do.
I like Olave. He's solid, man. I just...
Okay, what if it was Amon-Ra?
Yes, I would do it.
Okay, so you want a top 10 wide receiver.
Yes.
And the 101
for Jamar. Is that ridiculous to ask for? Am I out of line?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I don't feel like it's that much, but all right.
You're basically asking for 2 top 25 assets in Dynasty for Jamar Chase.
Yeah, because they're still unknown with 101. Like, we still don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I've been around long enough to where can't miss prospects come in and they just, and I'm not saying that's Bijan, but
yeah,
it's still unknown until he does it. I don't know. So I'm not paying for the what ifs. I need to pay for the right now. And right now, Jamar Chase is better than Brandon Ayuk and that 101 right now today. So I'd want another receiver outside of Ayuk. I'd want a different receiver. All right. Here we go. 106 or let me see what this is. 12-team Superflex tight end premium full PPR. Would you rather have 106 or Brian Robinson, a 24 first in the 205? Jay?
If I don't need a receiver, I would happily take Brian Robinson, the 24 first and the second round pick, because again, the unfortunate part is 106 is probably looking like a receiver. Could be Jahmyr Gibbs, at which point I think you're winning this deal 100%. You've talked about how the 205 could easily be another running back that's talented.
Yes.
Right? And so if you are a running back needy team and you have the 106, this tier down is actually really good. You get a 24 first, which will be valuable. Brian Robinson will get carries this season, and you could potentially double back with another running back at 205 instead of just taking one asset in 106. You get a pretty known one in Brian Robinson, not a ton of ceiling there, but upside, and then the 205 could be another player that with not a ton of ceiling but upside overall. Well,
I like the package.
First as well.
I like the package. Yeah. I do. I do like the package because at 205, Jay, I think it's a sweet spot. Whether it's a running back or a wide receiver, this could be prime. This could be a range in which you get, a receiver that got day 2 draft capital. You're probably most assuredly able to pick up a running back at the 2-5 spot. You acquire a 24 first rounder. If this is Gibbs, I do think Gibbs' upside is superior than that of Brian Robinson, but B-Rob's going to still have a role in that offense. I like the package of this one, man. I think I would take Brian Robinson, the 24 first, and the 205, opposed to that 106. Now, I did see the trade gave this individual the 110, the 102, the 104, the 106, and the 107. I'm just going to say this, Jay. And if I didn't learn anything from 2022, what I have learned is I never want to make a bunch of picks like this, man. Like I think when you get yourself in that bind where you have all these first and then you have to make the right selection to get the player right, you just leave yourself open to a lot of shit going wrong. So for me, I'm fine with 102. I'm fine with 104. I would actually try to I know he just acquired the 106. I'd have just kept what I had, man. I would not have given up a 24 first just to get that 106. I wouldn't have done it, Jay. I would not have done that deal.
And it's his first too, which is tough for flexibility heading into next season. You could try and get it back, but I think to your point, we've talked about this a lot on our show. 106, 107 is not really a spot we want to be in rookie drafts right now. It's kind of at the top of a tier that's like massive.
So we'll see after the combine. We'll see after the combine. But continue. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and like you said, you could go the Gibbs route. Then you're choosing probably between a wide receiver one. Which guy that is going to be tough to choose. Whether you want QJ, Addison, Hyatt, JSN, it's going to be tough. I think the tear down from the other side makes a lot of sense, and I would be looking to do something similar with one of those picks. Unfortunately, you kind of went the wrong direction, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would have went the other direction. I agree with you, Jay. What do we want to talk about here? What
a gross deal.
That's our boy Gump. That's Gump.
Zeke and Pollard for Gibson, likely, and an early second. Ray, what side of this deal do you even want?
12-team Superflex tier PPR, some Devies.
And Devies. Boy.
Give me Gibson, the 203, and likely. I have no interest in Ezekiel Elliott. None. Tony Pollard broke his leg. He's unsigned. He's probably getting tagged by Dallas. Gibson's probably still going to have a role. What if Gibson with Bieniemy is in the
pass catching role? You're thinking of Jared McKinnon? He could be. And there's also reports that J.D. McKissic may retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, he may retire. So if Gibson gets that role, it would be very good.
I like Gump's side of this deal. 12-team, Superflex tiered PPR. Give me Antonio Gibson, Isaiah Likely, who, Jay, I'm pretty high on. I think Likely is going to see a nice increase. I know a lot of people out there still are kind of like, he's not that good. I'm seeing him move for like third rounders, like mid to late thirds. I wouldn't do it personally. I think he is, with Todd Monken and his ability to utilize the tight end position, he's going to bring some of those same principles and philosophies that he deployed at Georgia to Baltimore. Likely worked his way on the field as a rookie. I don't care what his athleticism was like. He looks like he can play in the league. Pretty high on Isaiah Likely, so I wouldn't be giving up mid to late thirds, taking mid to late thirds for him. You get Likely and another shot at a running back at 2-3. We just talked about this on the last trade at 2-5, 2-3. You're getting a top 15 player. You're getting a top 15 player in the class. And then with the assumption that 4 quarterbacks go, I mean, you're getting a skill position top 12 guy, top 10 guy, skill position wise. So I think this is a smash deal for Gump. Hell, if I could get the 203 for Zeke straight up, sign me up, baby. Like, if I can do that, I don't think you're getting that in any league. So good deal. Give me the package. Give me Gibson Likely in the 203 in that trade, Jay. Okay. Oh, Jalen. Okay. I mean, this is just two guys trading for the quarterback that they like, right? Like,
Burrow for Hurts. Pick your flavor.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, whichever one you like. Let's take a look at this deal, Jay. We've got a 24 first and 224 seconds or Dameon Pierce and Isaiah Pacheco. Good deal. We talked about DJ take a sip on his last trade, and we kind of like the other side. But I think this one, Jay, I think we're probably in agreement that give us the picks, right?
Really?
Yeah. No?
That's
not for you?
I don't.
If I can get
they're all 24 picks, though.
Like. I don't care, man. We're in 24 acquiring pick season right now. It's the time to get them. If I could get a 24 first for Dameon Pierce, sold today.
But you're basically re-rolling him, though. He was already a second-round pick.
But you
would re-roll him?
You're re-rolling for leverage because he was a 4th-round pick. He's a second-year running back, and the liquidity that the picks have moving forward is greater than that of Dameon Pierce. So if I can get a 24 first for Dameon Pierce, sold. Any Dynasty League, you give me a 24 re-roll pick in which we don't know where the draft slot of that pick will be. If I can get that for Dameon Pierce, sold every league. You're telling me I can get 224 seconds for Isaiah Pacheco? Sold in every single league. Sold. Give me the picks, but it sounds like you like the players.
I kind of do. I think that you're selling a little bit low. And not that I don't like the trade. I think to your point, you've made the case, right? You want to be acquiring these picks. I just don't know if I'd be re-rolling. I'm fine with re-rolling Isaiah Pacheco. I just don't know if I'd re-roll Dameon Pierce. That's all. That's all.
Okay. I would. If I can get a 24 first for him, I would take it.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting a first and a second for Pierce, and you're getting a second for Pacheco. It's a pretty fair deal for both sides.
But you like the other side a little more still. So you still are not giving.
It's tough. I think the problem for me is I'm with you on. It's probably not a move I would make, but I don't think it's a move I'd make on either side.
Okay. All right.
Look at that, AJ Brown. Oh, buddy.
AJ Brown. All right, let's see the settings here. Let's see. 12-team Superflex PPR tight end premium. Only have to start 10. So right off the bat, give me the stud players, right? So you got AJ Brown or Amari Cooper, Chase Claypool, 24 first in the 201. Jay, what say you, my friend?
It's AJ Brown for me. It's really, I wouldn't say it's not close, but the value is okay. You know, you're probably starting Cooper most weeks. Claypool's a dead asset.
I don't think he's a dead asset, but
he's a dead asset, right? You can't.
No.
What would you need to be offered to trade your Chase Claypool? Would you take a 5th?
A 5th round rookie pick?
Yeah.
No.
Would you take a 4th?
No.
You might take a 4th.
No, I would not.
But you get 201, right? Which is good. You'll get a good player there, and a 24 first, which I think is fine. I've been, on the buy AJ Brown for 2 first train pretty much since his rookie season. He's probably worth 3 first now. I believe he's wide receiver 5 on KTC. Top 10 pick, wide receiver 3 actually, moving up past Justin Fields and CeeDee Lamb. Love AJ Brown. We saw the interview with him talking about you better re-sign Hurts or trade me to wherever Hurts goes. They'll probably be linked for a long, long time. Give me AJ Brown all day, every day, and I'm assuming you agree.
Yeah, I want AJ Brown. In a start 10 league, I want the studs. I agree with you. Amari Cooper's probably going to be in your lineup every week. Claypool, probably not. 201, probably not. You're still getting a dope player there. And the 24 first. I think this is a classic old GQ trade. This is something that I would package up to get a stud wide receiver. I like the AJ Brown side of this deal, in my opinion. I would, you look at all those assets.
Doing good.
Yeah, Dubridge did a good job on that one. All right, Jay. Let's see. Oh, these are only deals that have been put in the chat since 7:50 this morning, Jay. This is how active, for everybody out there watching, if you think we're bullshitting about how active this channel is, it's 24/7. This is only since less than 30 minutes ago. So let's take a look at Marlon's deal right here. Let's take a look at Marlon, right? He got, and he is an Eagles fan, right? Bleed Green, 623. 12 team, 1 QB, start 11. He just acquired Miles Sanders and the 203 for Joe Mixon and Jeff Wilson. Jay, good deal.
Oh man, that's
Marlon.
That one's tough for me, Ray.
What?
Because it feels like there's a lot of uncertainty here. Where does Miles Sanders play next season?
I don't know, but he's got a lot more left in the tank than Joe Mixon or Jeff Wilson. I don't know. Where does Joe Mixon play? You talked about on Wake Up that he's a potential. He might get cut. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
No.
I know you want the high second.
Yes.
You're praying Miles Sanders gets a good role. I think you're looking at it as Joe Mixon maybe a little bit more talented than Sanders, but who the hell knows where both are going to play? The 203 is valuable. Wilson, obviously, I don't know what the hell he's doing next season. It's a good trade. I'm curious how this would shake out for someone because we don't know where either guy could be next season. And if Mixon is on the Bengals,
Jay, I want Miles Sanders in the 203.
But aren't you blinded by what Miles Sanders did 1 year? He's been pretty bad every other year.
I don't care about it. Jeff Wilson means nothing, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
If I'm getting the same caliber tier running back, I think these are lateral players. Miles Sanders and Joe Mixon, and you're giving me a 203 on top of it, I'm taking that, man. What are you looking up their dynasty rankings, their value?
I'm curious, to see where they're at. So Mixon is running back 19. Let's see where Sanders is. And Sanders is running back 22, so it's not too far. Like you said, it's about 12 picks, not a lot of value, same tier on KTC. Man, people do not like Joe Mixon more than I realize. I've never been a big Joe Mixon guy, but he's fallen 17 slots in KTC in the last little bit. He's fallen far. Yeah. And like you said, might get cut. We talked about that on the show this morning.
Yeah,
selling Joe Mixon for Sanders in a first is a pretty good move right about now.
Sanders in a 203, high second. I would do that
1,000
out of 1,000 times. No doubt about it.
Yep.
Oh, boy. All right.
No way.
12-team super flex, start 12, tight end premium. We don't know if this deal is done, so we're not going to talk about it because we don't know if the deal is done. It's got to be done. I'm not doing that anymore. Deal's got to be done. All right.
No Kyler Murray trade? That trade looks pretty good.
12-team super flex, start 10. Got Kyler Murray and a 24 first. This is what the 101 gets you? My goodness.
That's what I'm with you. Like, I get Kyler Murray's hurt. I get he may not.
So read the trade out for everyone listening. Wow, this is what your 101 can get you? All right, go ahead, Jay. Read this one out.
Kyler Murray and a 2024 first was acquired for Wan'Dale Robinson, the 23 101 and a 309.
Wow.
That's 3 firsts worth of value for the 101 because Kyler Murray, I couldn't imagine getting him for less than 2 firsts, even though he's hurt and he may not play all year.
2 firsts.
And Wan'Dale Robinson, like him, no idea if he's going to be fantasy relevant. Could be fine, could be nothing. You're getting Kyler Murray and a random first and 24 for just basically the 101 and probably a mid-second round pick equivalent in Wan'Dale Robinson. It's easy smash accept.
Yeah, man. Good job. Man. Give me Kyler Murray in the 24 first, man. Good work. Good freaking work if that's the side that you got. Man, good work. All right. 12-team Superflex, start 11. Double tier down. Ooh, we went the double tier down. Let's see what we did here. Let's see what we got. So we've got Lamar Jackson or, Jay.
This one's made for you.
Would you rather Lamar Jackson or Daniel Jones, the 102 and the 204? And this is 12-team Superflex, start 11.
I'm taking Daniel Jones, the 102, and the 204 pretty easily. I wouldn't even say it's that close.
Really? Over Lamar?
I love Lamar, but I don't need Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Lamar. He'd be nice to have, but you're giving me Daniel Jones? He's QB 12 right now, Ray. He's QB 12? He's QB12. Now, Lamar is substantially higher at QB7, but they're both top 50 players. You're getting the 102. CJ Stroud will be what?
Yep,
CJ Stroud, Bryce Young. They're going to be top 15 quarterbacks, more likely than not.
Maybe.
A-Rich, if you want to shoot for the moon, right? You already have Daniel Jones. Pair him with A-Rich. You got yourself 2 stud quarterbacks.
Probably need some safety.
And you get 204.
Probably need some saves. You got Jones. You probably need a little security there. But yeah, you get your choice of quarterback, and then you get a 204, which is going to be a running back. Daniel Jones for Lamar Jackson. Jay?
Great trade. I
think this is a trade that you hear it and it's like, ew, I don't want to trade Lamar for Jones and 2 picks, but I think this is a good pick. I mean, a good deal. You get 2 quarterbacks and a running back for Lamar Jackson. Let's see what else he did. I wonder if this was the same league. He said the double tier down. I love this tier down. This is a great trade. I love this, man. I love this trade. All right, let's see what else he did. He also acquired, he traded the 204 and the 102 to get Chris. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So after acquiring Jones, the 204 and the 102, he traded the 204 and 102 for Chris Olave, the 106 and the 306. Let's go.
That's awesome. Trading 102 and 204 for Chris Olave and 106 is a massive win. Massive win. So the question is now, Ray, what would you do with that 106? Because we've talked about the 106 a lot in this show. Well, it could be a Jahmyr Gibbs, could be JSN, could be another guy. Where would you go with that pick now?
Depending on the quarterback room, because we just talked about he could draft a quarterback with the 102, that's probably out of the window. But if 106, what if A-Rich slipped to him at 106? You just pull the trigger, right?
I think you have to. Yeah, because at that point he'd be a value.
You pull the trigger. You got Olave, A-Rich, 306. You're probably going to get a dope tight end. Maybe one of those back-end running backs, maybe a Kenny McIntosh, maybe an Eric Gray there at the 306 spot for you. Great job. I mean, Olave for the 102, right? If you don't need a quarterback, I mean, that's probably, you're talking about a top. Yeah. And then you take the 204.
1,000-yard receiver next season.
You tear down from the 102 to the 106, picked up Olave in the 3. Well, who did this trade? Who did this? Who is this in the? Until next time. The double tear down.
He's challenging GOAT rings now.
Done. Well done. I like that quite a bit, Jay. Okay. My boy Andrew. 10-team, super flexed, PPR, tight end premium. Trey McBride for Noah Gray and a 24 third. Great.
I'll take McBride. Yeah, I'll take McBride for sure.
Yes. Not even close, Jay. And then he flipped Elijah Moore and Kenneth Walker for Garrett Wilson. What do you think about that one? Elijah Moore and Kenneth Walker for Garrett Wilson. Yeah.
I like it. So Garrett Wilson, wide receiver 5, Ray, on KTC. Wide receiver 5.
Got a lot of value.
He's that dude, though. Since Ohio State, he's been that dude, showed it in the NFL. But Kenneth Walker, RB3 right now. Now, Bijan is not in these rankings. It's Breece Hall, Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker. Ray, how do you feel about Kenneth Walker?
I like him. I think he's awesome. I just traded him in a league to get studs. I traded him, but I love Garrett Wilson.
I think this is a great swap. Trading Kenneth Walker for Garrett Wilson, I think it gives you value insulation in Garrett Wilson. I think you're getting the higher end player. Yes, Kenneth Walker has probably a higher fantasy point ceiling being a running back, but the value drop off if he doesn't play that well next season or something happens would be massive compared to what that would be of Garrett Wilson. And that's why you want to make that move.
Chris Olave in the 202 or the 105 and a 24 first? Chris Olave.
I really like Chris Olave.
Or the 105 and a 24 first, 12-team Superflex PPR start 11.
Man, I think I want Chris Olave.
I was going to say, this one is that tough for you?
Yeah, I think I want Chris Olave. You could get a quarterback, though, with that 105 if you need one.
It'd be interesting, right? But what if that quarterback you're stuck with is Will Levis?
It's going to be Will Levis. If A-Rich is already basically QB3 in everyone's minds, it would be Levis, and that's where everything falls apart for me. The 24 first would be nice, but I think getting Olave for those 2 picks is pretty solid.
I don't think this is like... I would rather Olave in the 202, but if you got the 105 for Olave and then you were able to flip your 202 for a 24 first,
Yeah.
I think it's fine, but I would rather have Chris Olave.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah. And I think, depending on your team's construction as well, right? You may be looking at a receiver and saying, well, I'll just take Chris Olave instead. I don't need a quarterback. So 105, you're not taking a receiver anyway, so you just swap him for Chris Olave.
Oof. What do y'all think? 12-team, 1 QB, half PPR, start 8. I don't know.
Start 8. It's Travis Kelce. Isaiah Pacheco, a first, a second, a third. For Travis Kelce, it's probably still got to be Travis Kelce.
It's only half. I don't even know where to start. And he said the picks are the 112. So that's the 112, the 212, and the 312. So the team that won the league got Kelce and flipped all their late draft picks to get Kelce. So traded an entire draft class to get Travis Kelce.
I mean, you're getting Isaiah Pacheco, who could be, an RB2 and probably
Zach
a back
Charbonnet.
end. Maybe, right? Because it's not super flex. So you're looking even lower down the list potentially. You could be that's for us and how we kind of talk about these players, like 204, 203, like more of a Zay Flowers, Josh Downs, or another tier 3 running back, but probably not the top of that tier 3. So it's tough.
Start 10, 12 team. 12 team start 10. Jahan Dotson or the 203 and the 208.
I guess I'll take the seconds. I kind of like Jahan Dotson though, but the seconds will be valuable. You'll get some good running backs there.
Yeah. I'm all right with the seconds, but I'm with you. I like Jahan Dotson too, but I like the seconds. Okay. We saw, this is, Jay, we kind of saw the same deal.
This is the same trade.
As Kyler Murray,
more, though.
But it's a little more. Though. Okay. 14 team super flex, first of all.
Oh my God.
One side gets Jalen Hurts in a 24-second, gives up the 101, the 103, the 314, and Wan'Dale Robinson.
Oh, man.
So
Jalen Hurts is so valuable in a 14 team.
Bijan,
it's impossible for me to not say him.
Bryce or
Stroud, yeah, right? Like you're getting the RB1 and a top 15 quarterback for Jalen Hurts. I still don't think it's enough. But in a 14 team, you could maybe spread those picks around though. Potentially. But I think I still want Jalen Hurts.
14 team makes it much more difficult.
Ray, I mean, I have Jalen Hurts in Royal Rumble. It would be so difficult for me you offered me that, I would probably instantly reject it. Right? Like, if someone offered me just the 101 and 103 in Royal Rumble for Jalen Hurts, I would be like, what the hell is wrong with you?
What if this trade were Wan'Dale Robinson, 101, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, and the 314? So take the 103 out and give you a quarterback. Daniel Jones, Kyler Murray, Tua.
If it's Daniel Jones, I think you have to consider it. Because then you're getting a top 12 quarterback that you can play every week. Doesn't have Hurts' ceiling, but top 12. You're getting whoever you want at 101 and 103. Probably Bijan Robinson and Bryce Young or CJ Stroud or Anthony Richardson, whoever you want. So, Ray, we talked about this before, actually. At 101, would you take Bijan and then pray that A-Rich falls to you at 103, assuming you already have Daniel Jones? So instead of Jalen Hurts, you would have Bijan Robinson, Anthony Richardson, and Daniel Jones. And you'd have Wan'Dale Robinson for a little stack potential there.
I want it in respects to this deal. I want Jalen Hurts side of this deal, so give me Jalen Hurts in the second. If there was another quarterback that had some upside on this side, I think I would consider it. It's
so hard to trade Jalen Hurts in a 14-team league. He's just difficult. So valuable.
It's very difficult to do.
Get those guys however you can.
Very difficult to do. Well, let's talk about another quarter. Wow, this feels okay. 12-team Superflex start 10. Trevor Lawrence in a 25 third or the 104, 105, 24 first, 24 second.
Wow, 3 firsts for Lawrence?
That's crazy, right? It's the value of quarterback, man. What are you doing? And they're not even...
They're not high enough to get a Bryce or Stroud.
Best case scenario, you land A-Rich and Will Levis. And for me, those
that's the
two
tough part for me.
It's not enough to move T-Law. Even I wish these
if it was 103,
104,
104, 105, you'd consider it. But I think, like, to your point, Ray, like, Lawrence is getting to that point where we haven't hit his ceiling and we don't know how good he could be yet. Like, this season could still be his best season. And that's why I think I'd be down to hold him.
Yeah, I'd take Trevor Lawrence in a 12-team Superflex start 10. Give me T-Law. Give me T-Law. Now, he said the 24 first and second are probably late. He already has Fields and really wanted a second top QB. I love it. I love the deal. Give me Trevor Lawrence. Another T-Law deal. Here goes one. Blitzing Buzzard. Shout out Blitzing Buzzard right here. Blitzing Buzzard.
What's going on?
What do we have? This is Trevor Lawrence and a 24 first for the 101 Michael Pittman and Darnell Mooney. 12-team Superflex start 11 tight end premium best ball. And that's all it costs to get T-Law and a first?
Best ball, it's like a little bit closer.
It ain't even close.
But it ain't that close.
No,
The fact that we're seeing 101 traded for Kyler Murray, traded for Trevor Lawrence, basically like throwing in Michael Pittman is nothing when you're trading for Trevor Lawrence in a first.
He got T-Law and a 24 first.
That first could be the 112, and it's probably not gonna be because all this guy got is Michael Pittman and Darnell Mooney and Bijan Robinson.
And trading away T-Law.
Oh.
Wow.
Even in best ball, man, you still want Trevor Lawrence. You don't just tear down quarterbacks because it's best ball.
Well done, Blitzing Buzzard. Well freaking done. Ugh.
Oh, Ray, that's tough. What would you do here?
12-team Superflex PPR lineup league. No best ball. Start 10. Would you rather have Kenny Pickett or the 203 and the 205?
If I don't need Kenny Pickett, I don't mind it. I don't know who would trade a first for Kenny Pickett right now. Probably nobody.
Not many.
And Ray, you're a big fan of getting those early 23 seconds. Would you trade your Kenny Pickett for 2 of these seconds? 2 top 5 seconds in this class, 2 top 17 picks in this draft. And all you got to give up is your QB3 and Kenny Pickett.
He might be your QB2 in some spots.
It could be.
It's unfortunate that I can't take the picks. It's start 10. How often are you rolling Kenny Pickett out there, man?
Well, that's part of it too, right?
I feel like he should be worth more than this. What I would try to do is I would have tried to take the 205 and turn that into a 24 first. 24 first and 203 for Pickett, I'd do it.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have Pickett here. This is all right. What do we have here? Wow. Deontay Johnson
for 2 seconds. Oh my god.
And one of the seconds is the 210 and the other is a 24 second. Deontay Johnson damn near getting flipped for 3rd round picks, Jay. Unreal.
People don't like Deontay Johnson. I don't
That's
get it,
your
man.
boy.
He has 150 targets. 140 targets.
Every
130
year.
targets.
Yeah.
No one wants him. Give me George Pickens, apparently, is the sentiment in the community.
Trey Lance, J.K. Dobbins, and Michael Thomas, or
and Trey Lance. Okay.
The 110 this year, a 24 first and a 25 first. So 3 firsts for Lance, Dobbins, and Thomas.
I'm taking the first. I'm taking the first. Like Michael Thomas, I don't even know what the hell he's giving me. I still like Michael Thomas. I think he has upside, but I don't know what the hell he's going to look like. J.K. Dobbins, everyone wants now after everyone was out. Now they're back in. Okay, I'll trade him for a first. And then Trey Lance, we'll see, right? Where's he going to play next year? We don't know. We don't know if he's going to play at all. Maybe Brock Purdy comes back.
He's going to play. All right. Last one. Oh, gosh. Lamar could sit out the 23 season. Let's go to the last deal that we look at. What are we going to look at to get out of here? No Joe Mixon. We've already seen that. It's a good return for Javonte Williams right now. It's not bad return. That's a good return. What? Oh, boy. All right, Jay. Got 2 deals. We'll end with this one. Justin Jefferson and Zamir White, or Breece Hall, Deebo Samuel in a 23 first. This is a 12-team Superflex, start 9, 4 IDP. Start 9. You want Breece, Deebo in the 23 first, or do you want Justin Jefferson?
I want Justin Jefferson. I like Breece Hall, but I like Justin Jefferson
Breece,
a lot more.
Deebo, and a 23 first. And you only got to start 9. I think I want Jefferson too. Yeah, I think I want Jefferson too. Josh Allen or Tua, Waddle, Rashad White in a 24 second. Easy work,
Josh
right?
Allen.
It's Josh
But
Allen.
we're not in on Tua though. That makes a big difference. If you're in on Tua, it's closer, but we are not quite there yet.
Good Lord. This is it. Blitz and Buzzard out here, just 7 goat ring. Yep, fish. Let's go ahead and do that. You got Justin Jefferson in the 305 for Jahan Dotson, the 103 and a 24 first.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Not close.
Justin Jefferson.
Go
Whoever
take Tank Dell with that 305.
Wow.
His best ball.
Wow. Just
Insane. I don't know how people do it, man. Jefferson is
For the
rated higher
103?
than Jalen Hurts.
for the 103 Dotson and a first, and then you give up the 3.5 too?
Yep.
Whew. Wow. Good job, Blitz and Buzzard.
Insane.
You see the people in the Discord, they're not the
Loving
ones
it.
getting the fish emoji put underneath their thing. All right, that's the trade show for the day. Seems like you need to go out there and shop your high 23
And if
first.
you got the 101, you got to shop it.
Go get Hurts. Go get Trevor Lawrence. Go get Kyler
Yeah,
Murray.
go-
You got the
any of them.
101, shop it. But we appreciate y'all tapping in to this episode. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. We'll be back next week with another trade show. For Ray, for Jay, we out of this thing. Peace. Before y'all close off of the video, I just want to say thank you for checking out the content on Destination Devy. Really appreciate every single view that we get. And the only thing that I ask is that you hit the thumbs up button, like the content, subscribe to the channel, and if you can, comment below for the algorithm. Really helps the channel grow. Now, I'm about to let y'all into my home right now so you can see my setup in my media room. You are watching this on my brand new Epson Epic Vision Ultra LS800 projector. Epson came into your boy's crib and hooked me up with this brand new projector in 120-inch Silverflex screen, free of charge. And I'm telling you right now, this has completely changed the way that I watch movies, that I watch sports, that I game. If you want a setup like this that takes up absolutely no space at all, there's a link in the description below. Click that or visit epson.com/wake up to completely change the way that you watch sports. Go big, go epic, go Epson, baby. Now y'all can get out of here. I appreciate y'all tapping in. It's all gas all the time. I love y'all. I'm out of this thing. Peace.